So, season is upon us. Sunderland, Ipswich at Portman Road on Saturday. Finally, football's back. Club football, the best football. From a Sunderland perspective, definitely. Obviously, we're riding high off an amazing season. Obviously, we didn't expect. The aim was just to stay up and hit 40 points. Hit that in March, and obviously, as we know, we pressed on, and with the amazing squad that we built, we got to, we managed to finish seventh, and we get into Europe, which is is a massive thing. Obviously, we know we'll enjoy it, and we'll see where it goes. This season kept what we'd call the absolute core of the team, obviously fending off interest from Chelsea for Xhaka, which is integral. He's a massive leader and one of the best players to ever play for the club. Still been quite slow on the incomings. We've managed to sort of trim out and get a few good fees for certain squad players. We've got a right back in Thomas Meunier, Belgian international, did very well at the World Cup. Looks very bright in pre-season, and squad, looking strong. Obviously, we still know we're short on a few positions. I believe there's a left back, obviously due in any time now. At the moment, I'm on a cruise, so unfortunately, I can't check the current status with that one. At the moment, very much looking forward to the season. Obviously Ipswich, we know obviously they've come up and they've recruited relatively well as far as I know, and as we know there's no easy games in the Premier League. It's very much a key thing of whoever comes up will probably just go straight back down. No sort of questions asked, whereas I like to think at the moment we've obviously broke the mould. Obviously Leeds did the same, and people are going to probably look at that blueprint and follow that as well. And it's looking a little bit like Ipswich have done that. It's a fantastic club. Obviously, I remember great games we played them. When I was younger at Portman Road, and there were some great rivalries there in sort of getting into the Premier League and those types of things, which I always look forward to. But yes, exciting season. Definitely a real good opener. Tough away from home. Portman Road's always, doesn't matter what anyone says, it's always a tough place to go. Our away form last season wasn't always the best, but we found a way, eventually to, we got some really good results. Obviously Chelsea away, Newcastle away, Leeds away, which again is a tough place to go. Like I said, we're doing well. We're looking to build. Obviously, a lot of pundits have us as favourites to get relegated. Obviously, second season syndrome is I don't know if it's a myth or, it's definitely something that gets carted out all the time. And obviously, Europa League, playing on Thursdays and Sundays. I know it is tough, but you've got to give the people behind the scenes the opportunity to get those players in who can play and perform, not obviously just play, but perform, within a couple of days of each other. So I think that's the challenge. Obviously last season it was sort of one game a week, and we were able to manage that through. We had the AFCON, and we had a few injuries here and there, but as a whole, very positive going into the season, and should be a cracker of a game, to be fair. Like I say, I'll be watching it because I'm on a cruise at the moment. I'll be watching it on there, and Premier League football's back. Ipswich, deserve to be in the Premier League, and obviously I'm hoping we can go there and get a result. A draw probably isn't the worst result. If you don't want to lose, so you take a draw, but ultimately you want to be looking to getting points on the board early, which is what we did last season. That sort of set the tone. Obviously we beat West Ham 3-0 at home, which was an amazing game, and it set the tone for the rest of the season. And obviously, like I say, we went on, had a great season, and we can only enjoy it and be be happy as fans, as as we've been down to League One and done the dark times. So now why shouldn't we embrace the big games in the Premier League and ultimately the Europa League. But yeah, if I had to go for a prediction, I'll probably take a 1-0 scrappy goal. Doesn't matter who from. But yeah, 3 points is perfect. 1, not the end of the world. Obviously, barring Saturday, obviously good luck to Ipswich. And yeah, best luck for the season.